10 things to think about before building a home in Florida. Stick around. I'm John C., the local licensed real estate professional, and this article that I came across earlier this week talks about 10 things that you need to think about when building a home. It's actually a guide to building a home with a local builder. But I actually have a few extra that I want to add in here, and they're actually right at the beginning I want to throw at you. And one is contracts. When you go to have a home built here in Florida, and probably throughout the United States, I would say there is always a contract involved, similar to when you're purchasing a resale home. But when you're purchasing and having a home built for you, there's going to be a contract involved before you break ground. And the reason for that is to protect you as the buyer and also to protect the seller. They're important to review and take a look at. Now, if you're having your home built by one of the large builders like Lennar, Pulte, Devasta, one of those big builders, then they are very, how should I say this, less likely to negotiate terms of that contract. They have a lot of lawyers and real estate people who have drawn up that contract to protect them. So it may be a little bit more difficult to negotiate some of the terms of those contracts when having a home built by one of those big guys. Now, if you're working with a local mom and pop type builder that's building 1, 2, 10, maybe even up to 20 homes per year, those builders are more likely to negotiate some of those terms in the contract. Now, you can always negotiate price and different things like that, but I'm talking about some of the legal jargon that's in that contract that typically provides protection more for the seller, the builder, than for you, the buyer. Second thing I want to talk about up front, and that is make sure that you get pre-approved. You need to talk to a lender. If you're not paying cash, you need to make sure that you can get approved for the loan amount. If you think the new construction home is going to run you $700,000, you need to make sure that you can get approved for that amount before you even start in the negotiation process of a builder. Number one, find your spot. This is really important because we always hear in real estate, location, location, location. But here's what I've noticed here in Florida. If you're in a subdivision or an area that a lot is positioned a certain way, it will be more valuable or less valuable depending on some of those key features. I've seen pie-shaped lots around here. I've seen lots that have good views. For instance, a lot of people here in Florida like to be on a lake or water or have a nice preserve in the back. Those things are very important things to consider when looking to purchase your home. Maybe you want a lot of elbow room. You don't want to be close to neighbors. This is important to think about when you're looking at picking your spot. Spot is important because you cannot change that spot once you put the house on it. Well, you probably can. You probably lift up your home and move it, but that is a hassle and will be an issue later on. So make sure you take time to figure out the exact spot you want your home to be built. Number two, find the right builder. As I mentioned earlier on in this video, there are a lot of larger builders in this area like D.R. Horton, Lennar, Pulte, Devasta, and then a lot of mom and pop builders in this area. Do your due diligence up front and decide on which builder you want. Now, in this area, when you look at gated communities, a lot of these larger builders, you don't really have an option to bring in a second builder. Like for instance, if there's a community that's built by D.R. Horton will be the builder for that area. There's only a few neighborhoods from time to time that will allow for other builders to be a part of that neighborhood to fill it up, and that does happen, but it's not like you can bring a mom and pop builder into that community typically and build you one home different than everybody else's. They do that for uniformity and also for pricing within that community. So do your due diligence on picking the right builder. Each builder also gives different options and what you can change in your house. Some builders don't even let you pick different carpet colors or paint. Some builders allow for you to pick whatever you want all the way down to door handles. So depending on what you're looking to get accomplished and how customizable you want your home to be, that will depend on which builder you end up choosing. Number three, put together a plan. What do I mean by that? Well, the layout of the home. Again, back to these builders. Unless you're working with a mom and pop builder who will customize your rooms, your kitchen for you, a lot of these larger builders have their basically stamp type plans. You pick the plan that you want. They may have 3 to 5 that you can pick from, but in regards to customizing that a lot, in regards to like moving walls or adding extra space in areas, they're probably not going to allow that. That's how these builders do well. They punch out very similar homes throughout a community without allowing for too many variants within their design plans. So if you need a home to be very specific to you, check the builders. Their websites are usually pretty good about showing the different models that they offer. But if you need something very customizable, you will probably need to go to a mom and pop type builder. Number 4, prep the site. Now this is something that you probably will not have to deal with or even consider, but the builder will. Again, back to gated communities, a lot of times you don't have a choice on where your home sits on that lot. You don't have a choice on where the road is, the power lines are, anything like that. Now, when you're purchasing a home on maybe a vacant lot that's not in a gated community, you do have more options in regards to what to tell your builder in regards to where to put that home on the lot. Again, that's more a mom and pop type builder when you can customize it like that. Number 5, lay the foundation. Now again, this is similar to number 4. You may not have any say into what the foundation of your home is, but here in Florida, it's very important that builders lay the right foundation. You can check, you can do research online to see if your builder, like for instance, I know DeVosta, they have a very good reputation of doing a good job building a solid, firm concrete foundation on their homes so that there's not instability later on in the home in regards to settling and things like that. So do some research on your builder to see if there's any issues or have been issues in the past about foundation. Number 6, framing the walls. Now, again, here in Florida, there's typically 2 options, wood frame homes and brick or concrete homes. I hardly see any type of wood frame home anymore. All the new construction type homes over the last, I would say probably 25 or 30 years have been concrete or poured concrete walls. So you may not have too many decisions there. Now, you may have some choices though in regards to the walls in a sense of where they're located in the room, how far they're pushed in, whether or not they have outlets on them, whether or not there's a cable outlet, an internet, anything like that. So talk to your builder about that before you break ground, because that is something you want to figure out, especially if you get into piping or any type of water in the home as well too, and you're adding an extra kitchenette or something like that. Number 7, installing ductwork. Now, when you think about Florida, we do get a little bit hot in certain times of the year, right? The summer months do get pretty warm, and it's really important, especially when the sun is going down, basically from around 2 p.m. all the way till the end of the day, to make sure that your home on that side where the sun is hitting, that it has adequate ductwork. Now, again, most of the large builders get this. Their rooms are very well not only insulated, but also the air conditioning is set up properly. The mom and pop builders, again, check with them, make sure that they understand the direction of the home and which parts of the house is going to need extra AC, that extra push. You may even look at getting one of these units that they'll put in now that are typically above windows. It's a separate system in and of itself. They're really awesome. I almost said cool. They are cool. But these different units, I've even seen them in garages as well too. They help add an extra boost of coolness into the rooms that typically get a little bit hotter. Number 8, insulating the walls. You definitely want to check with your builder on how the home is insulated. Concrete does a really good job in regards to that barrier against the exterior sun beating down on the wall from keeping that heat coming through. I'm also going to throw in here in regards to the home, the insulation in the attic, and then also ask about the type of windows that they're putting into the home. This is a little bonus because here in Florida, you may know we do get some hurricanes. Hurricane windows are very important to get. They actually will save you money over the long haul in regards to the energy costs, but also in insurance. Your insurance deductibles and amounts, what you pay every month for insurance, you actually get a deduction. The better, the higher rated your home is in regards to wind mitigation and those types of inspections. So make sure that your builder is doing a great job with windows and the other insulation parts of your home. Number 9, adding permanent fixtures. Now, permanent fixtures can be anything from like chandeliers to extra things of the floor, maybe carpet, tile, wood, something like that. Have those conversations with your builder up front. What is included with the purchase amount? Is it more to get linoleum floors? Is it more to get carpet? What are the different costs and what options do they have? You want to really hash those details out before you get into signing a contract, because what I've seen throughout the last decade of real estate, for me here in Southwest Florida, builders do charge a premium in regards to these types of upgrades. Your home purchase price may be $400,000, but you may have $75,000 to $100,000 in basic upgrades like flooring just within the purchase of your contract. So make sure you're aware of those prices and what you're looking to get. Number 10, complete the exterior touches. Now, when we think of exterior, we may be thinking just about like window treatments or maybe things like that on the house. But I want to talk also about the landscaping and the exterior. If your driveway, if you're in a gated community, you don't have much choice there, but you may have a choice in regards to the landscaping or the upgrade of landscaping. What I typically see a lot of the big builders do around here, they offer 3 levels of upgrades on your home. They have the basic level, and then they'll have a secondary level, which will allow you to add maybe some brick to the front of the house, maybe larger paver area. And then they also offer typically a third, which may be an upgrade in trees, palm trees, things like that. So talk with your builder about exterior upgrades. Last little bonus tip I want to tell you, and that is this: get an inspection every time a home is completed, whether it is a resale that you're getting or a new construction. Have a qualified inspector come in and take a look at the home. New construction is great, but I have not seen a new construction home come completed without any defects or issues since I've been here in Florida. There's always something that pops up on the inspection report. It is more beneficial for you to handle that before closing than to wait until after, because what happens typically after the closing, you become a secondary priority for the builder to remedy or take care of any problems that are in the home. But if you hold the builder to taking care of those before your closing, they seem to have more of an urgency to get those done. I'm John C. here in sunny Southwest Florida. If you haven't yet, click the like and subscribe button below for me. That's a great help, and I look forward to helping and serving you here in sunny Southwest Florida. Have a great day.